I'm Rhonda Kren, and I am the regent for the Idaho Nampa chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. The Daughters of the American Revolution is a volunteer women's service organization that was created by a group of women in 1890 in Washington, D.C. Nampa's chapter was organized in 1921 by several women, 23 to be exact in our charter. Among them was Annie Laurie Bird, Maddie Gupton, Clara Potter. I could name them all, but you probably don't care. It was a purpose of these founding women to preserve the memory and the spirit of men and women who achieved American independence and to foster good citizenship, to love our country, to respect our flag and Constitution. Members actively promote patriotism through preserving American history, honoring the legacy of our patriot ancestors, and secure America's future through education. We're gathered here to honor the memory of those soldiers, those dead, the unidentified dead, if you're talking about the unknown soldier, and that is what I'm going to talk to you about. The brave soldiers who fell in service and made the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our liberty. An American patriot who fought the good fight for the freedom we enjoy today. Unknown is a word that means unfamiliar and unknown. It can be dark, obscure, and nameless. It stirs our hearts with fear and apprehension. It's a faded picture of a son that never came home, a future unknown for a soldier's widow or a small child that will never see his father's face. Gone are the dreams, lost, their future uncertain, their path unknown. In the United States, there are several locations and monuments dedicated to our dead. Each one serves as a symbol for the dead soldier who is nameless, unidentified, but rests in the honored glory known unto God. In Washington Square in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Tomb of the Unknown Revolutionary War Soldier is located and honors the thousands of soldiers who died in the American Revolution War, many of whom are buried in a mass grave at that site. There, the statue of George Washington gazes towards Independence Hall with the engraved words in part of his September 17, 1796 farewell address. Freedom is a light for which many men have died in darkness. The independence and liberty you possess are the work in joint counsels and joint efforts in the common dangers, suffering, and success. The tomb of the unknown soldier bears the words, "Beneath the stone rests the soldier of Washington's army who died to give you liberty." John Adams wrote in a letter dated April 13, 1777, captures his somber mode. "I have spent an hour this morning in the congregation of the dead. I took a walk into the burying grounds, and I never in my whole life was such affected with melancholy. The graves of the soldiers who have been buried in this ground during the course of last summer, fall, and winter, the dead of smallpox and camp diseases is enough to make a heart of stone melt away. The tomb of the unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery serves to remind us of our nation's struggle for freedom. Here we have buried our American servicemen in World War I. It is the duty of the United States Army 3rd Infantry Regiment to guard the tomb of the unknowns. Considered one of the highest honors, these soldiers wear a separate uniform without rank, as not to outrank the unknowns. There is a meticulous routine each guard follows when he watches over the graves. He steps 21. He turns. He faces each. He pauses 21 seconds. He turns. He faces north. He waits 21 seconds. He marches again 21 steps. Faces east. All to symbolize that the highest military honor that can be bestowed on one is that of a 21-gun salute. It is my prayer and hope that we hold fast to the memory of our servicemen and women, that we never forget to be thankful for the courage it took to stand for freedom and never allow that sacrifice to be in vain. I challenge each of you to strive to protect and preserve our American heritage so that future generations might continue to live in freedom and peace, unknown but not forgotten. Thank you.